In this video, I'll be sharing with you a requested tutorial on how to cut this stylish backless dress with collar. So if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. So let's dive right into today's video. So to start, for this pattern, I'll start drafting for the back. And for the back, I marked out a zipper in front of my pattern. So your zipper allowance can be 1.5 to 2 inches. So I marked my shoulder to bust, under bust, waist, and 7 inches to get my hip point. For a taller person, please go ahead to use 8 inches. So after I'm done marking that, I'll go ahead and mark my shoulder divided by 2 and come down by 1 inch. Immediately after the zipper line, I'll mark a basic neckline of 3 inches by 1 inch. You can use 3 inches by 1.5 also. Now, I'll connect from the neckline to my shoulder slope. The next step is to find your chest line. Find my chest line is my bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches, which I'll mark and draw out a straight line at that point. Now, I'll place back my tape and I'll mark my shoulder divided by 2. I'll place my ruler, draw a straight line connecting. Next, I'm going to place my tape and I'll divide what I have here into 2. Come out by ½ inch. Now, from this point, I'm going to mark my bust circumference divided by 4. I'm going to go ahead to connect from the midpoint to the upper part and from the midpoint all the way to the bust circumference divided by 4 at the chest line. I'll start by marking my dart. To mark your dart, you place your tape immediately after the zipper and you're going to mark your nipple to nipple divided by 2. Now, I'll come down by 4 inches from the waistline and I'll place my ruler. I'm going to go ahead to draw a straight line connecting those dots. Now, I'll mark ½ inch on both sides of my waistline, come down by 1 inch from the bust, connect from the waist to the bust, connect from the waist to the other side of the bust and connect to that 4 inches I have at the lower part. Now, you can also use 5 inches of extension after your waistline. The next step is to insert my measurement. I'm going to mark my bust circumference divided by 4 and add my sewing allowance. So for the back, you don't need an under bust, but I'm using this back pattern to cut out the front. I'll go ahead to mark my under bust circumference divided by 4, measure the dart intake I have there, replace and add my sewing allowance. I'll be moving over to the waist. I'll mark my waist circumference divided by 4, measure the dart intake, replace and I'll add my sewing allowance. Going over to the hip, I'm going to mark my hip circumference divided by 4. I'll mark my hip circumference divided by 4 and I'll use any sewing allowance of your choice. Now, for the lower part of this pattern, you can make it a fitted dress, but with the requested tutorial, what I have there at the lower part of the dress is actually free. So let's say you want to make this dress a fitted dress, measure your hip circumference plus your sewing allowance, go ahead and come in by 1.5 or 2 inches from what you have. But from what I have in this video, the lower part is actually free. So what I'll do is to come down by what I have on the hip line. So if you don't want to come down by what you have on the hip line, you can go ahead to make it fitted just like I explained earlier. So I'll place my ruler and I'm going to go ahead to connect from the upper part to the under bust, to the waist and down to the hip point. So from the hip, I'll just take it all the way straight down, right? So after I'm done marking this, now I'm going to extend this to the chest line because the back is actually backless. Now I'm going to come in by ½ inch here and I'll extend this all the way up. This is to get rid of the bulginess at the zipper at the back. I'll also go ahead to extend this all the way to the lower part of this pattern. Now after I'm done connecting, I'm just going to go ahead to cut out. But first, measure this neckline, measure the neckline you have at the upper part of your dress. For me, when I measured mine, I had 3.5 inches. This is because I'm using a basic neckline of 3 by 1 inch. If you use a basic neckline of 3 by 1.5 inches at the back, what you will have at your neckline will be 4 inches. So I'll just go ahead to cut this out. Now I'm supposed to cut this, but I want to use this pattern to draft out the front before going ahead to cut. Now for the front pattern, what I'm going to do is to use this my back pattern to cut it out, I'll go ahead to fold out the zipper. And I've already marked out the measurement just like I did for back pattern. I marked my shoulder to bust, under bust, waist and hip point. Now I'm going to fold in my zipper allowance. This is to enable me use my pattern for the back to cut the front. You notice in front of my pattern I marked about 1/2 inch, right? So for the front pattern, what I'll do is I'll place that back pattern starting from that 1/2 inch, and I'll go ahead to connect this way. I'll go ahead to trace out what I have using the back pattern that I marked earlier. So after marking this out, I will now go ahead to chop out the back pattern, and I'll cut out the zipper area. This is the zipper bulge area. I'll cut it out and I'll keep this pattern aside. Actually, while cutting my pattern, I did not see a dart, but probably because this is a white dress and might not be visible, so I had to like add a basic dart. So what I'll do now to go ahead to mark back a basic dart on my pattern, which is marking my nipple to nipple and then going down by 4 inches from my waistline. So this is starting immediately after that 1/2 inch at the front part of the pattern. I marked 1/2 inch on both sides of the waistline, and I came down by 1 inch at the bust, which I connected, and I also connected this at the lower part. Now after I'm done marking this, right, I'm now going to go ahead to trace out the sides. After tracing out the side, this is what I have. Now we're going to add an extension at the front. So while cutting this pattern, for the back pattern you can cut it directly on your fabric, but the front pattern I think you have to like cut it out on a pattern paper. So take note of this neckline of the back. We are going to use it at the front pattern. Now from this 1/2 inch line, I'll mark my basic neckline of 3 inches. So what I'll do is to draw out a line at the shoulder part of my pattern so that it will not be confusing. So I'll mark back my basic neckline of 3 inches and I'll come down by 3 inches. So I'm just using this for a guide, so the neckline is not actually round. Now from the shoulder, determine where you want your neckline to be. From that point, I'm going to connect it up. I actually used my bust point because my bust point is just 9 inches. So go ahead to use what is okay for you. I'm just going to go ahead to place my ruler and I'll connect to the neckline. So after connecting to the neckline of my pattern, I'll measure that 3.5 inches that I measured from the back neckline. Remember I said measure your back neckline, and I'll draw a straight line. From that point, I'll come out by 1/2 inch. This is to make sure the back neckline relaxes very well, and whatever you're going to mark, make sure that it follows the flow of the neckline that you have, so that it will make it easier for you to cut out the collar of this dress. Now I'll extend this to this point. So you can decide not to add this 1/2 inch and add it later when you're actually cutting your pattern, or you can just add it now. Now from the neckline, from the shoulder point, I'll come in, or I'll mark 2.5 inches. You can use 2 to 3 inches because what we have here is like an outer neckline, and I'll go ahead to connect this all the way to the armhole. After I'm done connecting this, the next step I'm going to take is to go ahead to extend that measurement up. You can go ahead to take it up, or you can reduce what you have here. So I didn't get to see the back very well, but what I saw looked like something that had a collar at the back. Now if you don't want to add a collar at the back, that is your collar extending to the back of this dress, you can always stop at the neckline. That is the collar now we are going to draft out. If you don't want it to extend all the way to the back, let it stop at the neckline of this dress. So from here, I'm going to come out like 2 inches or 1.5. Let's say it has a collar. That means the collar might not be too much because this is a backless dress, and the collar doesn't need to be as big as a shirt dress, right? So if you don't want it to have a collar at this part, go ahead to stop at the neckline, just like I said. So if you're having a collar, it's going to flow all the way from the upper part to the neckline area. So from here now, from my bust, I'll come up by 1 inch. That is where my neckline started. Now go ahead to measure your neckline. You can use between 7 inches to 8 inches. I used 9 inches because my shoulder to bust is not that much. So from here I'll start coming in. So you have to like pay attention at this part. So from here I'll mark like 2 inches here, and from that point now I'll go ahead to connect what I have here going out to form the neckline, because the neckline is high up, like towards the shoulder or neckline area. So I placed my tape and I marked from the neckline to this point about 6 inches. You can use this 6 inches or just measure what is okay for you. Then I'll slant this out. So from this point now, I'll take this all the way to that 1 inch before the neckline area. So after this, I'm just going to cut out. So what you're also going to do is, after cutting this out, if it's not okay with what you want, you can easily readjust, right? So I'll just go ahead to leave that 1/2 inch here and cut it all the way up. I'll be taking it out much later. So I'll now cut this part, then blend it to check what I have. So this is also okay if you want your neckline to be this way, right? So the neckline we have on this dress actually went up a little. So I'll just go ahead to readjust it. But if you're okay with the first neckline here, you can go ahead to leave it this way. It is still okay. So you notice I chopped out that little piece in between that part. This is to enable the collar relax very well. So by the time you join the neckline at the back, you add like a loop at the back of this dress, right? So now let me go ahead to readjust so that it will look exactly like what we have. So I went ahead to like add pattern paper underneath the collar because I just want to do a little readjustment to it. So now what I'll do is, from that my neckline here, I'll extend this up. Right, if you note, area where I have the tape is the initial neckline, so I just want to readjust this to go up a bit. So if you're okay with the first neckline, the first collar, you can go ahead to leave it. So I went up a bit and then I'll extend this, taking it all the way down to the neckline of my dress this way, slanting it in this way, and I will now use my marker to outline. So please maintain your neckline at the back. If you don't want the collar to extend up, that part I have a green line, you're going to blend your collar into the neck extension at the back, right? So I'll just go ahead to outline this and I'll cut it out. I'll go ahead to now chop this out. After cutting it out, make sure you take out all the excess. So this is what I have. I'll just tape it down very well. So you see this part of the neckline that I took in. When you're sewing your pattern, you're going to add 1/2 inch. When you come down here, just add few inches so that you can go ahead to sew up your neckline. And that 1/2 inch I added at the front part of this neckline is what you're going to use to join your both pattern together, because if you look at the dress, you notice that there's a joining at the center of this dress. After cutting out, this is what I have. See you in our next video.